You kind of know what's happening. They're a little glitchy sometimes. Seizures kinda. Yeah, I had a seizure type thing, vision, a little girl lost her foot. You haven't missed much. We pretty much just kind of met a couple new people low-key. That's all that's really happened. So this guy over here is their like third friend that they talked about. And that's his mom / doctor. So, we're having a very awkward dinner with them right now. That's pretty much all. You haven't really missed much. But yeah, YouTube messages are kind of flaky sometimes. And even when they're not flaky, they like show up hecka late on the screen. So, okay. My bad. I hit the microphone. Are we locked and loaded and ready to hear my voice for a while? Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously. Oh, gracious. This is off to a great start already. Yeah, no, I haven't gone ghost hunting yet. Because we didn't have time yesterday to play it. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative. And Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly's eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce glaze. I can't, y'all. We're already off to a bad start with my reading today. She sits opposite you at the far end of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. The pasta sauce is homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. So rude. Thanks for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. I think she's poisoning him. Bless me, my bad, squad. I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kids for 18 years. Whoa, I didn't even read that, actually. Because there's screwed up people out there, bruh. I didn't even read the choices when I said that. I swear I didn't. Thank you, JC. Let's do some small talk. Thanks for putting this together, Dr. Kelly. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. It reminded me of what it used to be like when these two would come over, hungry teenagers eating me out of house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through. Honestly, it was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. You're a doctor. Have you ever seen a dead body? I have. What kind of first meeting dinner conversation is that? What were Stella and Kanika like as kids? We're trying to be normal, more or less. Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had those little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was, they had captured their imaginations that week. So like I said, noisy and messy. That's so real of her, TBH. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh my, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think that Doc could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in the media and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing in your house, Dr. Kelly. Well, I don't need to be like kicked out or nothing. If I get kicked out of the dinner, then we're screwed. can't learn anything. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I'd know her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. Really? That's weird. No wonder everyone but that old Edwardine died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor's visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play, and it's much better to catch those things early. Why didn't you want me poking around the clinic? You seemed awfully guarded about me checking out that door. Because it's closed. Doctors don't usually let people wander around their clinics. Of course, Dr. Kelly, why? We would never. I'm sure Sleepy's just joking, right, Sleepy? You know, I can't say I ever felt drawn to the place before, but the secrecy is starting to make it feel very compelling. Stella, don't you think of getting any ideas from Sleepy? No one is playing hide and seek in my private offices, not today, not ever. Sleepy, she doesn't need any more bad influences. Yeah, but what if it's haunted? The place was built out of old Civil War hospital, right? It was a TB clinic too. Double haunted. I can't believe I never went ghost hunting there. Are you sure you don't want us to check it out? We'll have a whole bunch of extra experience after tonight. It's not haunted. Now drop it. I'm not saying the dead body one. I already ruined it. Let's talk about Reese. It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. It's just another unfortunate side effect of his illness. Both of us have just had to come to terms with it. It's not the life I wanted for him, and it's not the life he has to lead. Or he wants to lead, my bad. Maybe he doesn't have to. Oh, my bad. I did read it right the first time. I second-guessed myself. Ow, geez, Kanika, your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. Isn't that right, Stella? You can kick me all you want. It won't change my bold attitude and outgoing personality. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I don't think having people over is all that rough on me. We'll see how you feel in an hour. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. It's the fact he also doesn't call him Mom. Makes me think she's poisoning him. What exactly does he have? He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms, and I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. Why doesn't anyone have two parents? Put it out there, she glares. Small towns are full of drama. People meet when they're young and reckless, and it doesn't always work out long term. Plus, these hills are dangerous, and the job's even more so. Things happen. Not everyone gets some fairy tale ending. You can find happy endings anywhere, though. It doesn't have to be perfect, but people can still be happy even if bad things have happened to them. I guess living in denial is a kind of happiness, sure. She's a little pessimistic, don't you think? I'm gonna throw it out there. The dinner table goes quiet. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. Is that so? The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. She totally is, bro. She absolutely is. 100%. Well, since I said that, may as well say the dead body thing. That is a strange thing to bring up at the dinner table, or in any other context for that matter. I assume you must be referring to the possible remains of Duke, but I was under the impression that he was only missing, not dead. He's definitely dead. I have the footage if you need confirmation. That won't be necessary. I suppose if there's a corpse to be found, it'll be seen soon enough. Dr. Kelly is the Scarlet Hollow coroner. If someone dies in the holler, she knows. Stella, I've invited you into my home. From the goodness of my heart, could you please have some decorum at the dinner table? Isn't a coroner an elected official? Is that a thing? I didn't think the coroner was elected. Is it? Yes, and I'm not that. I'm a medical examiner. I'm a doctor who can perform autopsies. Hold on. Is a coroner an I can't type. An elected position. Yeah. In many jurisdictions, coroners are indeed an elected position, meaning they are chosen by voters within their county or region. However, the coroner system also varies, with some coroners being appointed or even holding the position by virtue of holding another office. That's so weird. Why is that an elected position? What is a coroner? Okay, medical examiners, trained licensed medical doctor who investigates deaths that are suspicious, violent, sudden, unexpected, or unattended. They perform autopsies and other forensic analysis to determine the cause and manner of death. A coroner, on the other hand, is an elected or appointed public official who investigates deaths, but they are not required to be medical doctors. They typically focus on the legal and administrative aspects of death. Okay, such as identifying the deceased and notifying next of kin. Still don't understand why that's an elected position, but I guess they don't do the autopsies and stuff. I thought they did the autopsies and stuff. Still don't know why that's elected, but all right. The more you know. Okay, let's drop it. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, the more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. Eggshells, See any weird hairless creatures running around in the woods? I don't tend to go wandering in the woods after dark, so no. You don't have to go all the way into the woods. They've been coming to our windows at night. They've been what? They're these things called ditchlings, and they've been preying on the local wildlife and Sleepy and I. Oh, I see. There's some of your little cryptozoological creatures. You know, it sounds pretty out there, but I've seen these things in person. We're not messing around. They're out there laying eggs and animals and doing who knows what. And here I thought you finally managed to get an even head on your shoulders, Kanika. Seems like Stella might be a bad influence on you. I know her little stories can be convincing, but that's only because she's managed to so thoroughly convince herself. She's not making up stories. Neither is Kanika, and neither am I. All you have to do is look outside after dark. There have been more every night. They're all pale and doughy, and their faces look like sculptures of humans that didn't set right. I see. You stay up too late painting your grisly faces, so you started to see them elsewhere. I'm sure whatever's outside is just raccoons, or... Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird stuff going on in Scarlet Hollow, whether you want to face it or not. The tension at the table rises to a breaking point. All right, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she finishes her thought. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie or something later this week while Sleepy is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. That's why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for goodness sake. I can't believe I have to ask permission from my mom to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Doctor's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Dang it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. It's because she made him take the pill and the pill started hitting. Everyone get out of my house, please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. He seemed fine before dinner. It always comes in waves, and I can assure you that right now he's very much not fine. Now leave. She's definitely poisoning him. And I thought that before it was even offered up in the story. Let the record show. The three of you are rushed out the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Do you think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear. She wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kind, to their own kid, and for so long? Stella, I love that you're so optimistic, but you need to check into reality a little bit, okay? Ugh. I can figure out why. Well, usually when those things happen in like, I mean, in this story, it's somehow related to probably those creepy creatures and whatever the freak else. I don't know. But in real life, it's usually because A, they're cuckoo nutso parents, like actually psycho, and they are trying to just keep the kid sheltered forever from the world because they think that's good or whatever when it's not. There's no way you're barking up the wrong tree. Also, I love this little outfit of hers with the little ghosty, the little like jumpsuit ghosty. I want that. Did anybody find one of those for me, IRL? It seems far-fetched and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. The door on the clinic had a pull on me like the stuff in the mines. Do you think something's back there? I bet there's a carving back there or something. Okay, that'd be really weird. If we find it, do you think you'd get another vision? I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if what that carving showed you last night is related to the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Sleepy got. You think Reese might have a supernatural affliction? Like, related to what you feel in there? If he did, why wouldn't Dr. Kelly have it? It makes more sense if he just had a genetic condition, assuming there isn't foul play. There is foul play! She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down and into the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of the night is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Girl, you're tweaking. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in there, and you can feel it stir as the sun sets and daylight fades away. Mystical just said it fancier than I did. There's one person. Have you not finished the game yet? Just as its exterior was intimidating, the setting In the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we're hopefully getting all this sorted out. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How is she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side nonstop. She's been a really good friend. Rosalina and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into her real home in no time. Do we think like we can perform an exorcism or something? Like, I don't like. Oh, it does? Oh, I forgot that you had said that. That's true. Oh, I forgot about that. What are we on right now? Are we still on Monday or Tuesday? We're on Tuesday? What did it start on? Did we start on a Sunday? I don't remember what day we started on. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphones, Sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches, and candles for rituals. We start Monday, so we're on Wednesday. Okay. And you've got your spectra sniffing compatriot at your side too. This nose can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Oh, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight while I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying, and after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Oh, Avery's here! Slay! All the potential mates. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you can make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing, always happy to offer a hand or two. I hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic mic. Y'all really covered all the bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? Really? I wonder why. Just because I sat with him, I guess, at the coffee shop. I don't know. I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there. I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. There's something back there. I felt it earlier. It's even stronger. Really? This is so exciting. I can't wait to finally see a ghost. Yeah, exciting's a word. As someone here for the thrill of being terrified, it's the word. I'm here for it. We'll see how you two feel about that once things get started. No, not the goober teenager, bruh. Oh, fair enough. Why is this guy here? Yo, don't rush off Ghostbusters. Oh, yeah, that's right. We told the two of them they could go ghost hunting with us. I forgot if they left the mine. We told them they could come. Don't rush off Ghostbusting without Zane. No way I'm gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I was desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. That was very profound of him. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. My oh my, this certainly is a lot of humans for one little ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. Hey, human. Kick ghost butt, okay? All my stuff in there. Not the cat hollering at me. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she's really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up, yo? Rosalina, you're not supposed to be out of bed. I'm gonna let Oscar do this one. I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around in the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. Let the pup come. It's best to give her the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I've got to learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds, and our house is 1 story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oscar sighs. The answer is no, Rosa. You need your rest. As if I can't get any rest in that crappy little back room. I want our house back. I'm coming with you. Crappy? Since when did you use language like that? And we have this taken care of. Nearly half the town is here to help. What are you gonna do, old man? You can't stop me. I'm injured, remember? I'm not that old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm as grounded as I can get. And I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything. That's because you're on painkillers, Rosa. It doesn't mean that. But Rosalina ignores him, grimacing but confident as she hobbles forward on her crutches. Oscar says and does nothing to stop her. Okay. Dang, we've got quite the group here. My goodness. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furnitures. And there's that feeling again, like the mines, like the door in the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you cannot know. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be supernatural. Non-supernatural. None of my equipment's picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set the camera up in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to set your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will ever show with this many people around. Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same, I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than the other parts of the house. Bro, would she have come? I didn't think she would show up if you invited her. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I've got to snap a pic for prosperity. Yes, take a pic of the cold spot. She would? That's crazy. I literally didn't think she would show up. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there's something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Alright, let's get some real action. Yes, Spirit, the sooner you show yourself, the sooner I can get back to my nice warm doggy bed. Oh no, don't antagonize it. I don't think the ghost is friendly. How do you, like, know that, though? If I were a ghost, I'd be mad chill. That's kind of what I say, bro. Welcome back, 5. If you saw what I've seen, I don't think you'd be saying that. That's an interesting point, though. What if the ghosts usually are friendly, and they're only terrifying because they don't know how to be anything else? Yeah, like, I know if I were a ghost, I'd just vibe, but what if my vibes were bad and I didn't know it? I shudder to think of the possibility. What did I say to you before you left? I don't know what I said to you. What did I say? Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Are we all gonna fit in there? Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on the top of the stain. Do you mean the massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could that be the paranormal stuff will activate it if we give it a reason to? Ooh, good idea. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. The stain is an attempt at expression. There are no words, no decipherable patterns, but you can feel at it. A cry for help from something that has lost its voice. That's what I thought. What are you yapping about? What you yammering about? Trying to start a fight for no reason? Feels like something's crying out for help. Huh, you might be onto something, Sleepy. I wonder if the blood spells something out on the floor underneath. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? That's it. In a house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out every day than have the government take me to court over destroying their property. It could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage, and I'm sure the government would rather know about it than wind up with a bigger problem down the road, right? Only one way to be sure. Bro, she's just ripping up the carpet? Girly pop, relax. She starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover it for you. You don't have to sweat it. Whoa. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained with reddish blood. Reddish brown. True. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're gonna go down there, right? Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told there was a basement. And look at all the red stuff coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. All right. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings though. None of the equipment has made any sound. Of course not. Killer? Who am I killing? What? Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or a crawl space or whatever it is underneath that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the chalk around the edge and leaked through the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red dirt. It's simple as that. Girl, Oscar tested it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong. It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch on the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Not the moonshine. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh, do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. I don't think we're in the Appalachians. I don't know. Whoa, what the? You come into Oscar's living room. You can tell what time it is. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. Am I having a seizure vision again? At least physically, this is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. The building feels colder, and there's nothing about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. That's true. You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleted what little oxygen is left. Hello? Is anybody here? There's no reply. Eddie? You can hear something drop violently on the other end, and then a dial tone. Eddie? The phone rings. Eddie? Who the freak is Eddie? It's the same voice you heard when you called Stella, uttering the same phrase. And then the drop. I've been looking all over for you. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? I didn't say anything. Yeah, okay, I get it. Pulling a funny little prank on your poor, long-suffering cousin, playing some creepy old-timey radio clip over the radio, over the phone. What the freak? Did Kanika put you up to this? Whatever, just come home. I'm sick of chasing after you. The call disconnects. What the freak? Hello, what's your... Hello? Is this some kind of prank? Franklin, come listen to this. Is this some kind of old-time radio show? But it's just repeating the same phrase over and over. Somebody's trying to creep us out. Now hold on just a minute. Ain't this the area code of Sleepyville? I'll be darned. Listen here, Sleepy. We know that's you. You've got some nerve calling in with a juvenile prank like this. Dang, if it ain't creepy though. Eddie? Eddie? Repeating like that. Do we know any Eddies? Just hang up, Hugby. Gotta keep these lines clear for real callers. We'll deal with Sleepy later. You put your phone away. This clearly isn't getting you anywhere. Check in Rosalina's room. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Oh. Okay. Look, there's one of those worm guys. W Mystic Lore. Let's go. She's not useless after all. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet. The scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Ooh. Movement stirs as the figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Bark, bark, woof, bark. I can't talk. The lover? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Stella? Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edward Dean now. I'm not a child anymore. Stella, why do I think your name is the lover? It's giving like tarot cards almost. Scroll down. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I'll look more at the things. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what father might do. So I'm very scared right now. Very funny, Stella. Oh. Okay, okay, I see, I see. I'm not scared of father. This was a mistake then. I shouldn't have come here. Come with me, Eddie. Haven't you always wanted to see the coast? Now's your chance. We can just leave. Not scared of father. Arf, arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Frick is that? Frick if I know. I'm more important than your responsibilities. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. You're right, what I came back for isn't worth it, but you are. Won't leave the holler without you. If you change your mind, I'll be around. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in the strange garden. You follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward, a single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. There's blood. What's the button? H. Is that blood? Oh no, that might just be a stone. I thought that was blood seeping out from under the door. I think that's just a stone. Enter. You open it. Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay, there's a lot happening. Bells ring as a cacophony, I don't know that word, rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. There's like a crucifix on the ground. What is this, the Salem witch trials? Oh, hey. Junior, pack your things quickly, hurry. Maybe we should run him out on the rail too, make an example of the whole family. Ooh. Oh, okay. So that's what happened, like real world. Is the mystic. I feel like I got a hair. I got hair in my throat. Swallow it down. Is that gonna kill me if I swallow air? Okay, I think we're good. How many more times am I gonna get jump scared? You kids should have stayed in the library. I can't believe. Wait, there are multiple ghosts. Okay, I'll pack real good. Mama, what's going on? Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. I'm doing it. I'm packing. Stop yelling. If you're going to be mean about it, maybe I won't pack. What's that man talking about? Why hasn't Dad come home yet? Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls might get burned up. As for you, lady, what makes you think we're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? I know already Charles Shaw wasn't responsible for the collapse. You don't have to tell me that. Oops! I didn't mean to click. Oopsies. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too instead of lazing around in that big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Am I supposed to be you? But I don't want to go. I haven't packed all my puppets. I haven't said goodbye to Eddie. I don't want to leave. Who the freak is Eddie? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep, just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. The mother and the mob are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door starts pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have a chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There you are, Wayne! Wayne's up there. What's Wayne doing up there? What's he doing? This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. He just smushed the, I don't know where to, he just smushed and killed the little ditchlings is what they're calling it. Bottom feeders. How did you get down here? I followed you. I'm never very far behind. Who the freak is Wayne, bro? As he approaches, a smell hits you, sweating, suffocating flesh with a tinge of the sock green and stomach churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? I'm gonna just walk in. There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. What the freak was my guy doing there? You're outside and it's night, a false moon looming massive in a painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tiny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record. Fish from the bottom of a pond. I need to not lean over so much. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. That's what I was thinking. You poor dear, I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? How'd you know I have the hots for Edwardine? So should I be doing the mysticals all the time, mostly? Back off, lady, I don't know you, and if you know what's good for you, you don't know me either. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family and what it did to the two of you youngins. Childhood sweethearts, just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Don't talk about my family. All I need is I don't need life advice from some old broad. I'm sure by now you realize the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. The Enoch, even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? We would never be like them. We love each other. My mother just loved his money. As soon as it was gone, so was she. And then all he loved was booze. Me and Eddie aren't like that. Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it doesn't matter what I say. I don't know, Five. I think I'm having one of my seizure visions again. The powers at work here are stronger than ever. Your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both be free. No more misfortune. Not for you. Not for everyone. For anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. The witch mime's handing you something with her hand, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Is this a map and some kind of poem? The figure? This figure over here? That's kind of behind me. Yeah, I have. Like, for instance, in the mansion when the two teenager creature things left, he also left right before Wayne came out. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. See, now he's gone, but Wayne's showing up. It's trying to get rid of me. I'll have to try harder. Who the freak? Are you Sam Wayne or are you something else? The body that stands before you is Sam Wayne. what's doing this. A resonant, a ghost, whatever it is you call it. The leftovers of a human existence, festering and forgotten, feeding the energy of more powerful beings to do this. So that's Sam's dead body. It's rotting and decomposing, right? Pathetic. Why are you following me? Clearly you need protecting. I'm just looking out for you. Am I dead? Of course not. I would never let something so weak harm you, let alone kill you. Who is he? Why is he in love with me for? What is going on? What is going on? I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. Thank you for the very clear answer. I'd rather you find out on your own. That's the only way you can really know who to trust, and then I can finally tell you more. There's so much to discuss when that time comes. What are you? I'm a friend. Okay. You know a way out? I will soon, but in the meantime, you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. Why do I low-key trust him, actually? I'll just say thanks, I appreciate it. I low-key do too, actually. Like, I'm glad you decided to put your fear aside. Like, if he wanted to hurt me, he would have just done it, you know? You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. So he's gotta be some sort of, like, ancestor of mine, right? Trying to help me. Since everything else spooky is ancestry. Once you find yourself separated and alone, the long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, say it now. Figure. Figure. Ooh, he looking creepy. The caretaker is swept away. The room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. The father lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone. I can't talk over you when you're groaning like that. You're getting what you deserve? That's crazy to say to someone on their deathbed, bro. Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that snake Enoch went behind my back. Not for that, for what you did to our family. You could have just started over someplace new, but instead you became the son of a... The Scarlets made you out to be. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept that he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, and I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on the name with pride. Bro! It's not about family name. What's the theory? Oh, the ancestor thing? Gotcha. I forgot my own theory. This is my only request, Charlie. Get back there. Tell the people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I am no murderer. Who do we think murdered? I'll see what I can do. Get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning. No, he gonna be dead. I may not have till morning. Promise me you'll go back and that very last show, and at very least show that Enoch guy what for. I promise I'll go back. Right, yeah, for sure. There he goes. You watch as the father's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important, but what does any of it matter? Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. You keep disappearing. It's doing its best to keep us apart, but I have a feeling it'll be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find. Are my friends dead? They're alive. I'm not sure if they'll stay that way. Oh! Rip. Let's move on. Let's move back to the bed and quietly leave through the hole the father's body left behind and crawl through. Great googly moogly. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to the side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of you. There's somebody, I think that's Avery, lurking in this thing over here in the prison. Myself there for a second. Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man, though you've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. What's the entity? No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner, another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. Okay, so I'm playing as Charles Shaw right now. I'm not him. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? Oh wait, no, I'm his son? Daughter? Son? And now it runs in hers. Daughter? Oh yeah, that's true. So I'm probably missing a Tabitha thing. Yes, it seems your very trysts bore fruit, and oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? How do you know that? Who are you? You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. The world around you swirls and you find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. Ew, I don't like the word pulsates. There's so many locks I can't free you if that's what you're after. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. Absolutely not. I'm not leaving without her, especially if what you say is true. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die, but if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? You're wrong. I know it's possible. I have that weird map. I have a spell or whatever it is. Me and her are gonna get out of here. Ah, you've been talking with the witch then. How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. What the freak is that? Is the entity? Who or what is that, bruh? Eddie, are you pregnant? How does it know that? Interesting interpretation. Who was that supposed to be? A prisoner, just like it said it was. I get the feeling we're nearing the end of this little maze. Stay close. Wayne disappears into the dark corridor. You follow close behind. Ugh, it's creepy, bro. So creepy. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a room unseparated. The two of you finding yourself huddled under a large table. The lover stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Charles Shaw's son is the entity? But I thought that I was playing as him. Who am I? I'm so confused. Yap, yap, yap. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Of course, it's a present. When you look at it, you can remember all the fun we had. So like the entity thing talking to me was just like a brain, like one of the voices in his head kind of a thing. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resident or your little friends. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. That's the plan. I want to be a traveling performer. Why don't you come with me? We can go from town to town, putting on shows for other kids. Please don't engage with it while I try to find another door. I have to engage with it to get the thing to go forward, right? A traveling show? You want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. Of course, we can go anywhere you want. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get into another world. Ooh. 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 Oh. Clap! They were bowing. W show. A single spotlight remains illuminating a trap door in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. Like JC. Just kidding. Sorry. Sensitive subject. Okay, there's another emblem. Clap emote that I don't have. You do have one! See? It took some digging, but it's there. I forgot. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. Oh, she gonna kill him and put him in there. We can be happy together. Shove. Bonk, 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 bonk. Eddie? Ooh. 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 No, this is still back in time vision. Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. So the Eddie girl was... So Charles Shaw's got shoved into the basement pit thing and she murked him. But she was crying, so maybe she was forced to? I don't know, bro. Oh, we're on trial. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? For the first time tonight, you recognize the names of your companions. Does this mean for the resident has grown weaker, or is this yet another part of its act? Are you talking to me? You must answer for your crimes committed by the Scarlet Blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years, to pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. Who is this person now talking to me? I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years and I will finally leave. I don't want to give a... What happens if I refuse? Then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would my life be? That isn't for you to know, just as it wasn't for me to know. One day sooner than you'd like, you will die. One day sooner than I would like? A smell hits you, that now familiar, wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are. You couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Sleepy. It's desperate. It has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester. But I can't just leave the ghost here. You can. What about my friends? What happens if I leave? They've already left. They're not a factor in this. Where will Oscar and Rosalina live if the ghost stays? Don't give years of your life for something so insignificant. Preach, Wayne, preach! I'm not sacrificing my years. You're right, I can't justify the cost. You don't need my help. Close your eyes, feel for the stairs. Maybe. You close your eyes, you fumble in the darkness, reaching out your hands and grasping the air until your palm finds wood. It's the staircase, you can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent. Good, you've made it out of the pit. His overpowering smell returns as you place a confident foot on the wooden floors of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes and try to hold your breath. You feel a hand on your back. You shudder, knowing what it's attached to. Don't fall for it. Keep feeling your way forward. Really? Okay, slay. You continue. You feel the door frame under your palm, then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world is swimming back into focus. Good, the main doors are just ahead. I'm jealous of that option. You feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. You fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. Shall not be visited upon the son, the sins of the father. You're outside, it's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. Aw, thanks, Wayne. Be seeing you. He leaves before you can say anything in response. Thank goodness you made it out, Sleepy. I went to get Mom when I realized you hadn't left the library with the rest of us. I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. I see someone beat me to the punch. It sounds like you've had quite the evening. My bones aren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. Oh, so they were like actually in there. Ooh. Rosalina's pain meds are in there. I hope Dr. Kelly is still awake. We'll need replacements right away, especially after everything that just happened. I think so, Five. I think they were all like physically there. Bro, that sucks. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to all of them, bruh. We'll have to figure out where we're going to stay. Oh goodness, this is such a disaster. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. That's a very kind offer, Alexis, but I'm afraid the stairs would be too much for Rosalina. And I wouldn't want to impose your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. And, ooh, I made a huge mistake. Do you think the ghost will let me go do a do-over? I hope you're not mad at me for getting out of there. The impending doom coming for this town is more important than a single ghost. I have to do my best to try and get to the bottom of this. I don't know, bro. Nobody knows. We need to regroup and think about our options. I wasn't about to make a deal like that in the heat of the moment. I'm sorry. I just didn't think I could have handled the... And who knows what giving up years of your life to that ghost would have done to you. You made the right call, and I'm just happy you're okay. It's just a house, and we don't even own it. I'm not going to ask anyone to sacrifice years of their life for a rental. Group there. Yeah, what Sharky said, I guess. Even if we own the place, that ghost was asking for quite the down payment. Take Alexis up. Make the government move to another house. Right of the roof, Oscar. You should take Alexis up on the offer. At least for tonight, Oscar sighs. You're right, you're right. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. To think that ghosts are actually real. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Actually, wait, where is Stella? Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost, and she's standing off by herself. Poor Stella. Which, like, fair. That'd be a normal reaction for anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Go talk to Stella. I'm gonna go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. I've never seen anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful, and I don't think my dear Stella is having an easy time with it. Oh, hey, Sleepy. You okay? I'm sorry, Sleepy. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. I'm the one! Everybody acting like this is crazy sauce. I'm the one that the ghost was like, give me your life. Nobody asking me how I am. Jeez. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. Stella? I think she just needs time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised that she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. Kanika has a cold? What a disaster this night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have a library. Walk it off. Literally, though. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. It's okay. Worse things have happened to people, and the price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. I know you did everything you could for us, Sleepy. It probably was smart not to trust that ghost anyways. You wouldn't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to whatever you need from the store. Yeah, I'm sure Aunt Winnie and I can help out too. This is a good town full of good people, Sleepy. We won't let this ruin Oscar. Oh! Good morning! There's another carving in there. I wonder if those things are tied to the supernatural stuff. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them back-to-back nights. And if you're right that there's another one in the clinic, I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around the town and you've been getting visions? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. Sleepy, I'd love to discuss these visions over tea. I saw Wade in there. Yeah, I noticed too. We could smell as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? He seemed to know about whoever Avery was playing. He was part of the reason I left the ghost behind. He crushed the ditchling under his boot. It was pretty scary. Nobody gives me real bad vibes. I don't know. I think he's harmless. He seemed to know something about whoever Avery was playing. Really? That's super weird. Super interesting. Why would he know anything about things that happened over here 80 years ago? Wasn't he a drifter? We don't need to trouble Sleepy with the details. No one pay any mind to that man. Sybil. You did, bruh. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. What do we do about the library? We can always board it up until the ghost goes away, right? The mines were boarded up and you just made us want to go down there even more. We can't just tell them it's a mega haunted. Even if folks believe us, they'll just make them want to investigate it for themselves. Maybe we just say there's a gas leak. Sybil, is there a chance this goes away on its own? I'm not really an authority on these things. Oh, should I move my face cam back up? My bad. But it doesn't seem like things are fading away. Let's go in there again. Okay, that's settled then. We board it up. We say there's a gas leak. And it's just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's best we can do for now. Were you all conscious the whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah, it was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne, he's been following Sleepy around. What did he say to you? Like I said, let's not trouble Sleepy about him. Just stay away, all of you. Why is Sybil anti-Wayne? What was it like being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let this happen. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up, I love you. None of this is your fault, okay? I have no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out. It was like I had no control of myself. I remember each and everything I said. It's like it was burned into my memory. You poor souls, I can't begin to imagine what that would have... what you've all been through. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. The words just came out. There's no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I forget who she was in it. I need like a spreadsheet of who they all were and stuff. I was just cold. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and I don't want to keep Alexis's parents up too late. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea, and I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? Thank you, that really means a lot. I believe it's time for me and my daughter to go home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Sleepy. Question mark? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. I'll be back in a moment to walk you home, dear. I just need to put the tea on and give your cousin a quick call. Sybil leaves you and catches up to your daughter. My whole body hurts. Mom, what was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. You'll be all right. Let me get you some of that special tea I've been working. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit, the tea has been nice. I'll put on a kettle as soon as we get home. Is it? Oh no. Okay, Sharky, yes. We can do that. No idea who you are? None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. So you don't regret going along tonight? Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days, and we failed to get rid of the ghost. But failure has a way of bringing people together, and hey, I got genuinely possessed back there. How many people can say they were possessed by a ghost? I guess we've got some shared trauma. Avery chuckles and grabs at their ribs, wincing. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling, and knowing we all went through it together makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Still, I feel worse for Oscar and Rosalina than I feel for myself. I'll see if there's something Aunt Winnie can do to help them out. At the very least, I can help them spruce things up with some plans once they find a place to settle in. I haven't noticed it getting blurry. I wonder if my connection's getting bad. Is my face cam not getting blurry? I suppose I have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep will heal up. Avery heads off. Sybil returns not long after. Avery leaves. It's time to go back to the estate. Your cousin wasn't exactly thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we? It would have been so much better to have her there with me so that she like knows the experience. You once again find yourself on the trek back to the up to the estate. The night feels cold, crunch of leaves beneath your feet. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. There's ditchlings everywhere. There are, and I'm afraid that they will still be this numerous even if you had managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered tonight. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot in this place rather than the cause. Subtle? Like, it doesn't look blurry to me. She's the killer. People are unfortunately just going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. Are you like a witch or something? She laughed, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. What you call yourself isn't important. You're more powerful than you let on. Well, I do drink plenty of tea. I'm so sorry, Sleepy. I completely forgot to send you home with some last night. Or tonight. Edwardine killed Carl's Jr. My bad. Charles Jr. But it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in the Appalachian. Oh, we are in the Appalachian. Those sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than those rattling bones. Charles Jr., what a murderer. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. I'm trying to get to the end of this day, bruh. How long is it gonna take? You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods, getting closer to the estate. One last rest, and we'll get you home. Wayne didn't want me to make a deal with the ghost. Of course he didn't. Some people will never understand the kind of sacrifice that was laid upon the table tonight. If you'd gone through with the deal, it would have been an affront to everyone else, to everything he is. Goat's head, pack of wolves, carving, circle with arms and chains. Both of them gave me visions. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother had a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. I understood those visions perfectly well. I don't need any special tea to help me decipher them. That's fair enough, but you should swing by tomorrow. I don't know why the mystic said that. I feel like I did not understand them perfectly well. That's fair enough, but you should swing by tomorrow regardless. It's always best to think about things after the minds had had time to rest, even for one perspective. What is Wayne? It's like I said, he's just a man. We both know he's more than that. The smile briefly fades. It's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may not have taken a Hippocratic oath. But I still respect the privacy of others. That doesn't mean you should trust him, though. Be careful with that one. I don't know if I trust Sybil. Kind of vibing with Wayne, low-key. Girl, just go to bed. Why can't I just go home, like to my real home? I'm afraid this is your real home. It called you, didn't it? Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten on the bus. Nobody really leaves the holler, at least not forever. Call it a quirk of the town. That's a curse, not a quirk. You're kidding, right? Of course I am. People leave town all the time. We just haven't been blessed with the most frequent public transportation. Thank you for patiently waiting with the old woman, Sleepy. I feel spry as a spring chicken. Okay, we reached the estate. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone so prickly. Bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Sleepy. You've earned it. All right, she goes into the woods. We enter the estate. Hey, Tabitha! I see you finally decided to drag your sorry butt back here. I don't even know what to say. I told you so many times to stay out of trouble, to keep me posted about where you are, to come home in a timely manner. What's the point of saying it all again? Clearly you just don't care how your actions affect me, and I don't know how to make you care. Tabitha, I need to talk about some stuff. Now's really not the time. Oscar's house was haunted by a ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edwardine Scarlett. It wanted years of my life in exchange for leaving, but I wasn't about to give it what it wanted. Was there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds right now? Bro, I wish she was there. Yes, definitely do that, JC. Love you so much. Sleep well. See you later. Where are Oscar and Rosalina supposed to live, Tabitha? That ghost is our family's fault. There were like 6 other people there and they all got possessed. They can corroborate what I'm telling you. It wasn't a gas leak. Didn't Sybil tell you what happened? Why don't you believe me? I'm going with there were 6 other people there. This whole song and dance is getting real old, Sleepy. You go out and see something supernatural and I'm conveniently not around for it. And then you come back home crying as an excuse for abandoning me. I keep finding these weird stone carvings and having visions. Visions? Have you been having seizures? Please stop running off on your own to places I can't find you. If you have health problems, you really need to be careful. What if they're what's making all the supernatural stuff happen? It's in Pennsylvania? Okay. I've yet to see any evidence of the supernatural. This feels like a distraction from me being mad at you. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. And all of it is probably in your imagination because they're hallucinations stemming from either gas or, I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folk love to self-flagellate. Who put them there? You expect me to know? They're probably some kind of ancient artifact. I'm not an archaeologist. Have you been getting enough sleep? You sound delirious. I think I should go to the doctor. All the passing out in visions and hallucinations. This could be a medical emergency. You know where Dr. Kelly lives, and if you don't, just ask Stella. Maybe an appointment would be a good idea. Okay. Wayne followed me into Oscar's house. Do you think mentioning that awful man is supposed to garner sympathy from me or something? What is he? A sick man you should avoid. If I could get him to stop talking to you, I would. He's not the decent man I used to know. That's pretty much it. Great, then I'm going to bed. Oh, I should have done the leave it at that to go explore more. Oh well, it's fine. I need to go to bed anyway. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half the week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. Half a week? The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. Okay, here we go. It's giving collage. It's giving journal collage. One more day. One more day. One day more. One day more. One day more. I love Gravity Falls. It does. You're so right. Cardmaster, Resonant, Teen Talker. You're so right. I love that. All right, squad. W sesh. W sesh. Oh, keep my background. My bad. Wrong button. Okay, squad. Squad, squad, squad. Time for bed. Let's see. Anybody cool up and running or what? Old man Wiz. Old man Wiz. Should we worry about Raiden? think this is right. It's looking glitchy. Who's Icy? 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 Do I follow someone Icy? Icy Queen 2014. Oh, is that the one that I think I do follow her. Where's she at? I follow too many people. This list is too long. Is she a Fortnite one? Maybe I don't. Is she one that was that Future that recommended her? Who recommended her? She is. Or did I just find her randomly one day? What's Phoenix playing? Shadows of the Tomb Raider. Do you guys like that one? We can go pull up to Phoenix. My guy's killing it, by the way. He always has a frick ton of viewers. And he doesn't have very many followers. Low-key jealous. But it's fine. Don't compare yourself to others. Blah, whatever. Whatever! Good night, friends! Love you so much. Sleep well. Have a good day tomorrow. I hope to see you again tomorrow. We shall continue on to our last day in the game and, you know, vibe it out as we do.